Hi guys, I hope that you're doing well today. Welcome in. Today is Monday, September 23rd, 9:48 a.m. and Central Standard Time. I don't know where you're at in the world, but I'm in the USA. Welcome in. Happy birthday, happy anniversary, all that kind of stuff. If you are returning back, I lift you up and send you love and life. You're upright in your heart, and whatever you're going through, I just ask that the Most High just meet you in your situation and guide you and lead you into all truth within that. If you're new, my name is Shannon, and I'm glad to have you. I do a different type of a work here. It's not a religious channel. I'm not a religious person, but I'm a very spiritual person, and I do walk the ways of the Most High God, and I do incorporate scripture because it's found in the tarot, and I have proven it right out of the scripture that it is here. So it just may be a different work. I look at a lot of crime. We judge it here by the word of Elohim, and the Most High can speak for himself. He can show you who he is for himself. It's vain for us to just sit here and just pull cards and stuff. I'm asking for the real deal, and the real deal shows up because the Most High, he wants to guide people to truth in this earth realm and stay clear of wicked types of energies that we are dealing with all over the world. There are people that are in danger. There's crazy kooks out there, and we must stay clear. And Most High tells us to not be ignorant of devil devices and schemes and stuff like that. And it's the only way that we're not going to be, duped is by asking at the hand of the Most High and then taking his direction, because there is no counsel outside of the Most High God. I respect him and I fear him and revere him. He is the great and the terrible. And down below there should be a video that shows you what his name looks like in the tarot, and there's also a video, face-to-face video that I did a couple weeks ago. I guess now it's been something like that. Eaten alive, and why it's important for you to stay upright in whatever you find yourself doing. And look, everybody's falling down. And if I'm coming across real sharp and I'm rebuking energy, what's wrong is wrong and what's right is right. Every one of us has made mistakes. We've fallen down. We've had to make at that moment the decision to get up and do the correct thing. The Most High says if you don't get up and do the correct thing, then a deception comes on you and you fall into some type of mischievous thing. You think you're going to cover something out of mischievous nonsense, and that ain't going to work for you because there's death at the end of that. Some people will not get up because of pride, conceit, and ego, and because whatever they did falling down, they feel like that they can't be redeemed. And I don't know why people do it, but they do. And those are the people that we need to stay clear of, because they're dangerous. They're puffed up in their own nonsense, and they're dangerous, and they're the criminals of the earth. They're karmic energies. They lose their soul within that. God gives everybody a space of time to make a thing right and return, and to, pursue some type of peace in some way, shape, or form, first with your maker. And if you don't do it, he shuts the door on you, and you're never getting back in. You can knock on his door all day long, but you chose to go a stupid way. And and that becomes devil energies, and we want to stay clear from that nonsense. So I do a different type of a work here. And if you're in this energy, get out of it. And then after you get out of it and you go through a testimony, even if you've lost credibility and you're willing to rebuild, God will rebuild you. And he'll give you a testimony so that you could turn around at that very thing that you were in and say, don't go down that way, because you're going to die down that way. And God will give you something positive through a negative energy. And what the devil meant for evil for your life, God will turn around for good. And that's how good God is. But you got to do it his way. And we ain't talking about being churchy. We're talking about being upright and being in truth and exercising justice in whatever we do, and not be afraid to put a judgment on something, and not even to be afraid to rebuke a thing, and to take a rebuke for correction's sake as well. It goes both ways. So I don't think I'm anything except the servant of the living God, and my hands are dedicated to him on this channel. Let's get started. Most High, I thank you for this day, and we just ask for your presence to come and fill this place. with the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but your truth. Somebody's got some choices out here. We got great big 12th house coming out here. We have the Hangman and the Seven of Cups coming out here. And first, let me establish, if you are new, I don't care what kind of court cards, which are people cards, kings, queens, knights, pages. I don't care what the element of that is, fire, water, earth, air. It doesn't, I don't read like some people read. It could be somebody that was born when the sun was in an air sign or an earth sign, but everybody has to get grounded with earth energy. Everybody has emotional situations that you've got to, be intuitive with, everything that the elements represent for us when they come out. So just don't assume. If you know of a situation, you are dealing with a specific person. It's coming out for a reason, and for some people that is that person, but for a lot of people, it's just an energy that we're looking at that the Most High God is bringing out. Either you've got to step into that energy or pull out, or you're seeing the opposite side of something. If it is coming out in the negative, you may be that energy, but it could be that the opposite end of whatever you're going through it's definitely showing itself. So I want to establish that as a reader here. We have manipulation going on today. All right, well, we got an idiot out here. We got a bad idiot out here. The Magician in the reverse. We got a headship that this could represent. Somebody could be from Louisiana, Alabama, or LA, California, specifically is coming out here. If you're new, there's hidden language inside the tarot, and I read a lot about within that pictograph language. The L and the A, and there's the J could be pulled out here in the pictograph the way it looks. Somebody having to push and pull something for protection out here then is what it's showing. But the word goes to being without, or somebody serves a God who has no power whatsoever is what it can represent, because they in magic. That's why there's the 12th house goes back to, in the negative of that energy goes back to confusion, and the Seven of Cups is a confusion. Somebody's got a wish for some type of an investment today where there's confusing emotions around something. It could be on your job as well. Don't have to be, but somebody's got decisions to make out here. It's very complex, and you better step back before you choose something out here with that Seven of Cups out here. Let me pull this down. This is a warning out here. Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Well, it's very watery out here, attached to something going on today. Somebody thinks that they can just manipulate something. Somebody's sleight of hand around you. You need to pay attention to who's who and what's what. There's a maladministration out here, the Most High said. Somebody dirty somewhere in some type of a position. The Page of Pentacles, and there's two pages. There's messages coming. And somebody's got a little spy with the Page of Swords. If these are upright, then somebody is checking something out, and it does. The card says there's challenging information. There is, because this is confusing. What do? I got to step back and choose correctly, because if Seven of Cups represents, if I pick a cup and it's wrong, I'm gonna drink of that, and I'm gonna have to own it, and you will. For some of y'all, your teenagers may need to be talked to, or they're doing something behind the scenes. If you're not dealing with kids and this is a work matter, these are employees. There's something with the headship with it, but there's manipulation around something. If something's already went down, then somebody goes to jail for something out here, or you could be dealing with somebody who's already been in prison. The Hangman could be a prison card, but this is about looking from every angle and seeing something from a different perspective today when the Hangman comes out. But it's the shepherd's staff, and it represents to push and to pull for a protection's sake, because you got somebody in a position out here doing something nasty. in a manipulation. And there's something challenging about some type of communication. This is the house of communication when that comes out. So specifically, and I don't do this very often, I say that I don't, but I'm feeling led to. If somebody is dealing specifically with a Gemini, a Virgo, and a Pisces connection, then so be it. Okay, because it's out here that way, real strong. But somebody's wants you to make a choice, or you want somebody to make a choice, and either you upright or not, but there's manipulation around it. Four of Wands, and there's a dragon in the home. I had Oriental energy come out yesterday, and they go back to that, I had Korea also come out the other day as well. So whatever's going on with that, somebody's got a marital situation out here. Somebody got a marital situation out here. Show me these messages, please. Somebody was coming back around somebody's husband last night when I was reading. Show me these messages, Most High God. They're in the reverse specifically, whatever they are. Two of Swords, when somebody's made a decision to communicate maybe about some stalemate energy. If you see, your ex could be out here attached to something. These unicorns are butting heads. And this card in this deck specifically, that's in the reverse, which means somebody's made a decision. But it represents being unable or unwilling to make a decision, or stalemate, or pretending that there ain't no problem. And that's something confusing is out here because somebody's manipulating something with this communication. There is a problem, and they're lying, and they're willing to pretend. And don't be moved by their skilled communication out here in their sleight of hand, folks, and whatever that is. Three of Cups in the reverse is something social, and it's a relationship problem in the reverse, and we just seen that Four of Wands. And just if you are Oriental and you're upright, then you are. But I also speak from the spiritual side of things, and a dragon is a dragon, and it can represent whoredom. It can represent a strong rebellion type energy. Obviously somebody is, so whoever it is, attached to something going on. Not everybody's dealing with Oriental energy, but it specifically just came out last night. Regardless, whoever you are. There was also the black gentleman was there as well. So there's an interracial thing going on somewhere for some of y'all than there is, but there's a choice being made for somebody's making a choice not to make a choice off of something that's happened, and they try to do something in a manipulation out here, which is a bad ordeal. You have the Wheel, and Archangel Michael shows up. That's good, because Archangel Michael will punch the devil energy out. The truth is out here on something. This is form people, form places here as well. With the Wheel, somebody may want you to travel, or you could travel for your job. It's because of a truth. Or somebody's getting an aha truth of what's going on here. If you're paying attention, Archangel Michael's out here to protect something out here. L-A-Y, the word lay. Don't lay down with this person if there is a whoredom situation that's going on out here. Show me, why are these two pages here? I mean, obviously it's communication. It's just a little small talk going on here, but the truth is out here on something. There's consequences with this, really strong with this, because if there's exaggeration going on, the Wheel is exaggeration in the negative. It's also a whirlwind. I also had FEMA come out, and that's like tornadoes, hurricanes, any kind of disaster could go back to that. This is stormy waters here. And some people don't realize that what you and I do, especially leadership, was all over the place. We had leadership in wording come out. We had a powerful rulership come out. Last time we had 3 cards that stated that leadership and rulership was there. This is authority, and so is this, but somebody's backwards doing something in some type of manipulation with a little small talk out here today at the top. And those people, I guess, don't realize, if they don't stand with the Most High God, that gotta literally, I guess, even wipe your whole city, county, nation down. God says, I lay low, nations. That's why somebody wants to. Somebody's got pride, conceit, and ego out here on something that's going on. So that there's a little small talk out here, and somebody really needs to pay attention to what's being said out here because it's hidden intentions. I noticed that fox was at the bottom of the deck. But also the news anchor energy also come out as well, and there is a little lover that's here. This is a pop-up little lover here, folks, and somebody trying to get something by sex. I guess they are, and somebody's married out here. Ninth house goes back to the husband, or somebody's husband stepped up with something with a couple of people. There were 2 women that came out yesterday on this channel. This is the writer. This is some type of if there's manipulation, then somebody's manipulating in some type of trying to invent something out here or around somebody's inventions, and that's why they don't want because they're gonna have to stand up before people on inventive stuff that's been done out here in a really bad way and eat it, but they don't want to because they're in some type of headship out here. That's what's going on. So for those of you who've just in general got something going on with the little lover, they're just in general inventing something to pop up with some type of situation, but there definitely is a big fat consequence. The sun is also coming out here. This can go back to government, but it's also a little love and romance, but this ain't love and romance unless you got a third party that's just jealous doing some crazy nutcase thing around it. This is pride, conceit, and ego, fame, and glory. It's also a victory, but somebody trying to get some type of public victory in a wicked way, then may God trip them up and let them be scattered today, is what I say. Okay, the key. These are key accounts. This IT worker energy out here, again, comes out all the time. Things going on behind closed doors when this comes out. It's big. Maybe while you're at work, then something's also going on behind your doors. If you've had any kind of something going off in your spirit, what's hidden here? So I wanted to look at those 2 pages, and that's what's come out. The jealousy card and the haughty card just showed up, and somebody very jealous out here and very haughty. Well, let me tell you what God says. I keep my eyes on the haughty to bring it down. Somebody fixing to meet Archangel Michael to be brought down. May the whole world see you. There is somebody special out here that I guess somebody's jealous about. Okay? So you got kooks out here doing something or getting other people up in their little jealousy mess. It's going to cost you even your job, I guess. I don't know if they've done something already in some type of jealousy, then they've got gel out here on something. But this is a female specifically that's special to somebody. Or something's happened to, it could be a sibling that's just jealous. It could be your sister, I don't know, mother connection to something that's taken place. But for a lot of you all, this is a fair type of situation. This is a marriage and a business card in the hidden. So again, you got a boss figure out here attached to something. You got the doggy dog, which is a friend, which is a protection. It's also, dogs can take you back to homosexuality. It can take you back to prostitution. Like I already said, it was out here showing up. Attacking, controlling energy with the dog that's in the hidden space, and then somebody losing their credibility if you choose wrong, or they already did, or they think that doing some mischievous thing out here is going to make them lose their credibility. Either way, it's already lost. Either, obviously, they're not willing to lose it and rebuild for upright purposes. They're willing to do something mischievous, and God's not going to ever build them up with that energy. So this is what's in the hidden. A haughty, pompous, jealous, mean individual, because God tells us jealousy is cruel as death. They are mean. They're trying to control something out here, and they already have lost credibility out here attached to something going on. So there's the love and affection. If somebody has a baby with somebody, then they do. It comes out all the time on this channel. So hold on a minute. The preacher's wife is out here. So we had the preacher come out last night in wording. It just said the preacher's wife is out here. Secrets, jail and prison. No, if this is an investigation, it's already went down on some stupid nonsense, they're going to go to jail. This shows right here, they're going to go to jail. That's a prison card. There's the affair. The devil is out here. God's already saying so. A white man or a white woman. So whether they are white, Caucasian, Orientals, white-skinned, Asian white-skinned, just white-colored person is out here attached to something going on, or that's you. Whether you upright or not, need to know or do something or bend somebody in something, I don't know. God's putting pressure on this situation. And the Most High said that they've got something that's not theirs, and God's going to bring justice and bring back what is not the person who took something out here. Look, we have the dog out here in a dog pack sniffing out an area, and there is abused power, like I said. There's headship out here being some type of stupid. It's a preacher's wife that's connected. So now, if you're upright, you're upright. If you're not, you're not. So whoever's who, if it's a wolf, it's a wolf. They're all obviously in some type of a headship somewhere as well, and they abuse their power, then they are. If somebody's trying to do something to somebody that way and they're upright, then they are. I don't know. For any given person, it'll be both directions. But there's something that's taking place out here if a dog pack is sniffing out an area. Okay, then there's a crime. There's crime out here that's already taken place, and they're unwilling to do something out here because it lost credibility, but God's already saying your credibility is already lost. God sees everything, folks. There's an acquaintance out here that you may be some type of an acquaintance, and they're probably trying to invent something around you. If you feel any kind of confusion around you, folks, you really need to step back. That's evilness. God equates confusion with evilness. Okay, there it is. Speak on, Yehovah. Speak on, Yehovah. I appreciate Yehovah so much for just telling it to keep people safe. A lost soul, and they're dangerous out here. They're dangerous. Like I said, they're haughty, they're puffed up, they are crazy. They're a lost cause. A third party is around something that is going on out here. Whether that third party's upright, obviously for some of y'all's cases, there's already something going on. Somebody will go to jail and prison for this matter. They want to borrow something. The word interference is on the other side of that. Just happened to, and somebody got proof of some stuff out here. Okay, that's why there's a lost credibility today on somebody, because somebody can prove something because the truth came out. So the letter F, this represents livestock, which is kind of interesting because the Aleph head represents the pictograph looks like livestock. So you could be dealing with somebody who's got like a farm connection or something like that. Could be insurance, like farmers insurance, because this is about protection and the will is a travel. So just to bring that in that way. Don't have to be, but for some of y'all's cases, there's some about livestock out here. But this is a fraudulent rune. This says something hidden's coming to the light today with this abused power. And this is your children, and you have 2 children out here with pages, or somebody's kids are involved in something. It's a children rune. It also tells people that are upright just to trust. Archangel Michael's out here, and he don't lose because he's the angel of the Lord. And he stands for the people of God, like the book of Daniel tells us. So the letter F may be prevalent. The F and the Y is the phonics of Faye, and somebody's name could be Faye, first, middle, or last name, but that word takes you to the color white. It's out here. And last night when I was reading, I was looking up one of the combinations, and that was one of the first definitions that I stated, but I was like, oh, wait a minute, I looked at the wrong definitions. But by the end of that reading, that combination of white came out. Okay. And then the Oriental energy was also there. So it's very prevalent. to something that is going on. It is very prevalent to somebody's clue to something confusing that's been around a marriage and a business situation and some type of headship that's abused some power, and somebody's preacher's wife is connected with a situation with these secrets going on, and as a third party, and the affair came out. And so that somebody got some proof to something out here. Okay, and so this is like forcing energy, and there's timing around some stuff as well. And once that clicks, then there's something with this divine time is going to take place, positive for upright people and very negative for people who are not in the upright out here. Okay, well, anyway, somebody just willing to throw their leadership away, being some type of crazy out here, just don't pay off for you. The F, the Y, the FAY, so that is literally out here. The Q, the L, and the J came out. Those letters came out. And the A is also here on this sun card as well. All right, folks. Well, this is what come out. I hope that y'all have a blessed day. Y'all pray for me. I send you love and light as well. Until next time, shalom.